What is good, YouTube? I have another Wi-Fi battle for you. I know it's been forever since I actually uploaded one. I'm sorry for that. I record normally on the weekends, and last weekend I couldn't record because normally I record in my living room, and my parents need to be out of the house because my house is like always freaking noisy, and this is the best place to record, and they didn't go shopping last week. So yeah, so it's a pretty cool match against Beastly Gibble. So he's gonna lead off with his Scizor, his Galvantula. I'm gonna lead off with my Scizor. I am using almost all new Pokemon, so yeah, yay for that. I actually predicted the Sticky Web, which is why I go for Sword Stance. I'm not too worried about Sticky Web. I do carry a spinner in the form of Tentacruel, so that's pretty cool. He's just gonna drop a Thunder on me, and that does way a lot of damage. But I know he's probably the Sash lead, so I go straight for the double hit, and I'm able to take out that Galvantula, so that's pretty cool. And I'm able to bypass the Sash because it hits 2 times, so that's pretty cool. So he's gonna go out into Derp. His slow burrow, and I go for the double hit, and I miss! I miss the double hit, which is like, why? And he goes for Fire Blast. He pulls the Fire Blast out, and he hits me with the Fire Blast. So I'm like, I missed double edge, and he hits Fire Blast. Pokemon logic! It must be. So we got into my Miss Sinister, my Gengar, and I'm gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball. This Gengar isn't like new, but I haven't used it in a while. 'Cause I think it's kind of cheap. So, I'm kind of viewing it as new, even though it really isn't new. So I was going to go into Godzilla, that Tyranitar, and I'm like, I can't do anything to this Tyranitar. I have Dazzling Gleam on it, but with the Sandstorm and everything, I really don't want to lose my Gengar, and I know he's going to go for Crunch, so I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn. This is the same Ferrothorn I used, but I did change it around. It is now a physically defensive Ferrothorn, and before it was specially defensive, so I am kind of viewing that as new too. And it goes straight for the Crunch, and the Crunch does like nothing to me. And then of course, does Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet damage, which is pretty awesome, and then he just lost a lot of damage. And then he goes for Brick Break, and he pulls Brick Break out of like nowhere, and he goes for that, and that does a lot of damage. And because it was critical hit. And he takes more Rocky Helmet and Iron Barbs damage, and then I'm able to go for that Gyro Ball and just demolish that Tyranitar. And Tyranitar, I really had, like, Tyranitar, I can deal with it, but if it sets up enough, I really can't handle Tyranitar too well on my team. So he's going to go out into his train, his Excadrill, and he predicts me to switch out, which I consider doing, but, at this point, Ferrothorn's kind of useless on my team. So I'm going to go for Leech Seed, because I have just Gyro Ball and Explosion on my set, and I could set up a layer of Spikes, which is what I go for now, just in case he has any more Sash Pokemon, because I did see the Mamoswine on his team, and I do know Mamoswine likes to run the Sash Rocks lead, but he just goes straight for the Earthquake, and that is able to knock me out, which is pretty unfortunate. But now I can go into my Hydreigon, which is new Pokemon, my timid Life Orb Hydreigon. He, of course, is the Sand Rush, which is pretty unfortunate. He goes for the Rock Slide. He fortunately doesn't flinch me, but I miss my Fire Blast, which is like, goddamn, I missed a Fire Blast and a double hit this game. And he hits his Fire Blast, which is pretty unfortunate. But I am able to hit the second one, which is really good. Else that Excadrill would have been a huge threat. I did get a critical hit there. Crit did not matter whatsoever. I am max special attack, and I'm Life Orb, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's go out into Swine Flu, his Mamoswine, and I want to save Hydreigon for later because I can feel it would be useful. So I got into my Tentacruel, and this is another new Pokemon I have, and he's a specially defensive one with 3 egg moves, which is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go for the knockoff because I know he has a Sash, or if he doesn't have a Sash, I can knock off whatever item he has, and he does have this Focus Sash. And I'm just going to die to an Earthquake, but that's fine. I did get rid of his Sash, so I can easily go and I can OHKO him with basically anything I want. So I'm going to go out into that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out into my Azumarill, which is another new Pokemon. And I know, it's a bit douchey to be using Azumarill, especially since I trash talk it so much, but you know what? If you can't beat him, might as well join him. So I am able to take out that Swine Flu with a Choice Banded Aqua Jet, because, I do have actually a Belly Drum, Meryl in my PC that I could train up, but I think that's just a little too cheap. But anyway, I do a little bit of damage with Aqua Jet. It does decent damage, I guess. I could have switched out because I knew there's really nothing in his. I knew he was going to go for an Earthquake, so I do have a safe switch into Hydreigon, and I could have just killed it off with a a Dragon Pulse, or I could have switched back in, taken an Earthquake, and gone for Play Rough. But really, I just wanted to fodder off a Azumarill because, like, yeah, why not? So now I'm going to go out into my Hydreigon. And I'm like, you're timid, you're max speed, you can outspeed. Wrong! Dragon Rush to the face. And of course he hits, of course, because Hax hates me. You know, that's just it. I'm not even complaining right now. I'm not. This is whatever. So now I go on to my last Pokemon, my Miss Sinister, and I'm like, you know what? You know what? Mega Evolution. Mega Evolve into Mega Miss Sinister, Mega Gengar. That was really, really unnecessary, Mega. He still outspeeds me, but he does miss the Dragon Rush, which is critical, because now I'm able to go for the Shadow Ball and win the game. And I don't think the Dragon Rush, I feel it all leveled out in the end because I did miss a lot of moves. So, like, yeah, that was the battle. It was a battle for me. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you leave a like if you did, and I'm gonna be doing some more Wi-Fi battles soon. I'm actually recording a lot of them today, which means they probably won't all be up. I'll be uploading more of them during the week. So yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.